Candy Webb has been in network marketing as a professional for 25 years and been with Zango for just about 9 years, and her husband Jim are 200K select distributors and, of course, members of the $1 Million Club. What makes Candy so special is that she holds degrees in economics and an MBA in finance. But she was also the director of strategic planning with a large California corporation before being introduced to network marketing. And her husband have built 3 consecutive multi-million-dollar businesses, with obviously Zango being the last. And this evening, she has as her guest, and she will introduce something with our weight loss program that is critical, with focus specifically to the healthcare practitioner and, of course, their patients as well. So without further ado, Candy, let me turn the program over to you, dear.
Well,
welcome.
Thanks, Sandy. I'm so delighted to be on this because this is something I am extremely involved in and excited about. And I think my background is less important than the background of my guests. And first up, you see, of course, Dr. Joy Rasmussen. And Joy has had many years in the field of chiropractic medicine. She currently is with Tower Chiropractic with her son. They own Tower Chiropractic in Fresno, California. Now, you may see I mentioned that she's a certified hypnotherapist, a yoga instructor, but I'm going to tell you that for the many years that I have known Joy, what I have known Joy to be particularly astute about is nutrition in general. She is truly a wellness coach in all areas of nutrition. As additional to her background, she was also the founder of the Alaska Holistic Health Association, obviously in Alaska, when she practiced in. And she has a whole background that really makes it important to hear from her on this weight loss program called FAVAO. So we're going to be introducing Joy in just a second. I also want to introduce you to the second healthcare presenter we have on the line with us tonight, Dr. Ruth Trenner. Now, Ruth, as you can see on the slide, has been in practice for over 19 years. Again, this is a healthcare professional with a very impressive background, BS in human biology, a doctor of chiropractic medicine, and she now practices in the Vancouver, Washington area. And I know that both of these individuals have at the base of their practice the belief that holistic health has a large component of that, of course, is nutrition. They understand the necessity of eating right, of fitness, and they also see, as many of you do in your practices, patients who have weight management problems, and need an effective program. So they're going to be integral to this presentation tonight. Now, what we're going to talk about now is just a little reality check on what's happening in the U.S. today. 70% of adults in the United States are overweight. I mean, that is an astounding statistic. We know everyone wants to be well, but today in weight management, there's far too much focus on extremes, the fads, the shots, the diets, the surgeries. And I'm going to tell you as an aside that I read recently where the average American female spends over 30 years of her life on a diet. And, of course, that's just insane. But we know that there are no shortcuts, no magic pills, and no way to do it that really has a lasting, sustainable effect. We need a long-term solution. And that is exactly where this program, FAVAO, comes into place. This is a weight loss plan with a focus on wellness, not on some fast starvation diet to lose pounds immediately and gain them right back. We are working against the yo-yo concept. We are building a weight management plan to last a lifetime with nutrition-based products, balanced meal plans, and exercise really for all levels. Even a beginner who has not done any exercise before can get going on the program with FAVAO. We have a remarkable support staff and team. The products have been researched and trialed, and you're going to see as we go forward, you're going to see that we have proven results, really remarkable results. Now, what I want to do at this point is I want to bring up Dr. Rasmussen, and Joy is going to go through the 7 key components of the FAVAO system. So, Joy, you're up.
Well, Candy, that was a wonderful introduction. I really appreciate it personally, and also an introduction to our program. The 7 keys are going to be critical for your healthcare practitioner, because with this system, all of the work is done for us. It's truly effortless in the implementation in our practice, and also for the patient, this goes both ways. The supplements that are a part of these 7 keys include everything that the patient is going to be needing to take, and it's going to address all of the things that we know as healthcare practitioners that are essential to losing weight. You've got to clear out the toxins before you do any serious weight loss program. You've got to be regulating the insulin levels so that you continue to maintain the ability of the cell to intake the blood sugar that's circulating in the body. You have got to keep the gut healthy and fed and nourished. And by all accounts, you've got to help people boost their metabolism. Most people's thyroid function is not what they really think it is, and this will help with their fat burning. When you go into the nutrition, this has been completely done for us. I've never seen anything so completely outlined and detailed to address all of the things that we need in order to achieve weight loss, but more importantly, sustain weight loss and have this be the end of the yo-yo syndrome. Again, this part of it helps to maintain insulin levels and control blood sugar, and this is important for fat burning, because when insulin levels surge, you don't burn fat. It encourages local, sustainable, clean foods. So a lot of our patients, and I'm sure other practitioners find this, don't understand the foods that they're eating and how it impacts their body. So this is a teaching mechanism. The meal plans are so complete with recipes and preparation, and they're completely balanced so that you are eating what you need to maximize your weight loss. You're eating often and at right times, and we have our patients set their alarm. They eat. They set their alarm on their telephone to ring in 2 hours, and they eat again. They're never hungry, and all of the proportions are correct, and they even have a section for I'm starved and I'm stuffed and how to address that. You have optimum combinations that give you energy, give you your muscles for not only development but recovery when you're working out, and to help with fat metabolism. Then you've got hydration, and I've always been big on hydration. There's a fabulous book, I'm Not Sick, I'm Thirsty. And we've got to encourage our patients to drink the water that they need, and the guide here in the 7 keys gives the details for that. This increases your cellular activity. It helps the liver, because the liver needs fluid to metabolize fat and convert it to energy. It increases muscle recovery. My goodness, it helps decrease cravings, one of the biggest problems as people go into new programs of eating differently. And it protects the brain and the spinal cord. It helps to transport your nutrients and your waste. I mean, this is critical for your immune function as well as for feeding the cells so that you're not starving at the cellular level. The water helps maintain the electrolyte balance, which all of us that work out know what that means. It's so critical. And it helps regulate your body temperature, and for those women in the audience, it helps to tighten your skin, especially as you're losing weight. The resistance training. Now, I want you to look at the resistance training and the cardio training together because it gives you a true double burn when you do this. And so you're actually going to have to do less cardio than you might think. And the resistance training is all online and in your guide so that you know exactly how to do it for whatever level you're coming in. This increases your metabolism, decreases your body fat, helps with posture. You've got a 48-hour post-workout burn when you do this, which is just incredible for people that are wanting to see the results. And so, again, when you add the cardio to that, and you always do that after the resistance, you're increasing the muscle recovery, increasing your mood, heart health, fat burning, detox. I mean, it just goes on to what benefits we have. And again, I want you to think of how well this is designed for us. And rest. We are a nation that is operating on too little sleep. And if you're getting the rest, you're encouraged to get to bed by 11 o'clock. It increases your mood, your brain function. It decreases water retention. And two premier hormones in weight loss are ghrelin and leptin. The ghrelin is a hormone that when you are sleep deprived is increased, and it increases your appetite. Now, leptin is our best friend because that lets the brain know when you're full and decreases appetite, and those get totally switched if you are sleep deprived. So you're encouraged to get your sleep. And accountability. Wow. Has FAVAO ever done this for us? With accountability, you've got online support. You've got the support that's going to be provided in the office. You have a nutritional guide that gives you a day-to-day checklist of what to do. You have weekly check-ins. You have groups that you can participate online and any that might be developed in the office. So you can see that the 7 steps have really created almost a brainless system for us. It's all been done. We don't have to think of what to do. We don't have to create anything. So, Candy, back to you, please.
Oh, boy, Joy, did you ever do a fabulous job there. What an introduction to the FAVAO system. I thank you for that. And as Joy was saying, this is the complete system. This is not considered a diet. It's not a pill. It's not an exercise plan. It is everything that is required for sustainable and safe, wellness-based weight loss. And the FAVAO approach tells you what, how, when, exactly what to do, every piece of the plan. And it is designed in a way that there is basically no guesswork at all. And, of course, you're going to see as we go forward some of the results. But first, let me introduce you to our online support staff. You see Christy Attaway and Trish Allen, and there you can see about their individual bios, the background that these people have. They are a very integral part of the FAVAO program, and when users want to access Christy and Trish to ask specific questions, those questions, the answers to those are posted for the whole community to see, because we know if one person has a question, everyone else probably has the same question. So that's a very, very important part of what we do. Now, I want to get to what I think is the best part, and that is the FAVAO results that have occurred so far. In the beginning, we said in a 10-week reset program, and we encourage people to be on it for at least that period of time, that the average results would be 2 to 3 pounds per week. And that would be experienced, and that is considered a very safe level of loss, and that would be experienced with no deterioration of health, of energy, and no starvation. In fact, what we have found as the results have poured in is that energy levels were certainly not decreased. They were, in fact, increased. and no starvation. In fact, people have quite frequently experienced that they have almost feel like they're eating too much. But the scale is showing that they're losing. They may think they're eating a little bit too much, but they are losing while they are eating all the right foods. And, of course, the wonderful products as well sustain energy and keep them from having cravings and contribute to this as well. So I want to start with showing you the results. Now, the first before and after picture that you're seeing is obviously a gentleman that had a lot to lose. And this particular gentleman is still on the FAVAO program. This is at week 8. And at week 8, he had lost almost, believe it or not, 35 pounds. Now, that is far more than our initial results had anticipated. And what we have seen is that it isn't just pounds that are lost. It is definitely inches that are lost as well. Now, we all know that men normally lose a little quicker than women. That's just the way it is, unfortunately, for us women. But I want you to know that women are having wonderful, sustained results on this program as well. And I want to show you the before pictures of 2 of the ladies that are participating on the program, and then flash up their after pictures. But I want to point out something particularly interesting that we have seen, and this is as people are losing inches and pounds. The lady on the left was basically, her overweight was distributed truly throughout her body. And when she had this beautiful loss and got down to her goal weight, you can see that the loss occurred and the inches lost occurred throughout her body. Now, the lady on the right had an upper body that was proportionately not as overweight as the lower body, the hips and the thighs and the stomach area. If you will look at her after picture, what you can see that, yes, she did sustain weight loss and loss of inches throughout her body, but notice how it particularly targeted the most problem areas. And we're seeing that with losses of inches and particularly in the belly, in the thighs, and in the hips. And that is very exciting for us. And, of course, here are the 2 ladies displaying their big jeans next to their beautiful bodies. And this is absolutely not just weight loss. This is a lifestyle transformation. That's very exciting. Well, here is our biggest loser. This is our friend Scott Smith, 80 pounds lost, a remarkable transformation. And I think, Scott is just the shining example. Now, he got on the program a little earlier than some of the others because he is with Zango Corporate, and they had the ability to trial these products a little bit before they were available to the rest of the world. So Scott's had a little bit more time on it. I know he's continuing on the program, but boy, he's almost exactly where he needs to be right now. So these results are just really remarkable, of course. And what we're seeing is that for all FAVAO participants, this has been a true lifestyle transformation. And we can show pictures of people that have lost 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, right on up to 80. I know I've lost 17, which I'm very proud of. My husband, men always lose more, has lost 26. And, of course, a critical component of the ability of us to achieve this weight loss is our breakthrough product line. So we want to start talking about the products. You heard Dr. Rasmussen talk about the importance of cleansing the toxins from the body to enable the body to be in a position to begin the weight loss. So the body cleanse is a very important part of the product line, as is the fiber. Obviously, the fiber, both soluble and insoluble, does the job of cleaning the gastrointestinal tract, reducing cravings because the fiber really leads to appetite suppression. And when you get rid of the bad with the cleanse and the fiber, then also what you're doing is you're adding the good with the protein. And, of course, this is a wonderful tasting vanilla protein. And we have two formulas because we realize some people are more interested in a vegan formula. So we have a whey and a vegetable formula with the exact same grams of protein and low calories, and perfect to add to so many different meals, or start your day, as most of us do, with a wonderful protein shake. Add a little bit of fruit and you've got it. Now, when you optimize and maximize the program with the metabolic product, that's when you're going to see some real advances. And when I say advances, we're going to talk about the metabolic product and what the results were in some clinical trials in just a minute. But what I want to do now is have Dr. Ruth back. Well, I guess this, Ruth, may be your first time on the line. I can't remember. No, you're back on the line. And tell us a little bit more information about the body cleanse.
Okay, Candy, thank you so much for that. The cleanse is really a fantastic product. FAVAO's cleanse is more than a simple GI cleanse that you often find with other brands of cleansing. FAVAO has actually 5 major ingredients: senna and buckthorn for intestinal and GI motility, and then silymarin supporting the liver and cleansing it. And also silymarin has suggested anti-tumor properties. And then we look at burdock, another component in it, and that contains inulin, and that's a natural fiber that is actually eaten in Japan and Europe as a vegetable. And it has both diuretic and diaphoric, or blood purifying properties. And then the last, and of course the most well-known in our product, the mangosteen, and it's known for its antioxidants, antibacterial, antifungal, anti-inflammatory, anti-tumor, antiviral properties, and it's also known for lowering the LDL properties in cholesterol, which are your bad components of cholesterol. It's truly a superior product. And I think that Joy can introduce our fiber product for you and give you a good understanding of that as well.
Okay, Joy, you're back on.
Ruth, thank you so much. You talked about one of my favorite products here with the cleanse, because people don't understand that if they want to initiate weight loss, they've got to be cleansing their body. And that moves right into the fiber, which it's hard for me to say what I love the most here, because I'm absolutely in love with this product. I've been working with probiotics with my patients for a long time, because so many people, their gut health is not what it needs to be for absorbing nutrients, for protecting them from the particulate matter that they're eating, and the probiotics are fantastic. So you not only have a fiber product, which has your soluble and your insoluble, which we'll go into a little bit, but it has your probiotics. And this is your digestive flora. This is what gets lost when you're taking antibiotics and other drugs. This is the thing that keeps us healthy. It's really the immune system within our gut. It helps with digestion. It helps with absorbing nutrients, and it helps with healing. And it's just unheard of to find this in a fiber product. And then additionally to that, which is it just tells you the thought that has gone into each of these products are the prebiotics. Think of that as the fertilizer for these good bacteria. It helps them multiply and gives them life in not only the ones that are coming with the fiber, but what you have existing in your intestinal system. So you're maximizing that. You need billions and billions of these digestive flora, and this fiber product is introducing that and increasing that. You've got fantastic fiber in the psyllium and the oat, and inulin is in this, which is another prebiotic product that Ruth went into a little bit as well. And again, the mangosteen. You're going to find the mangosteen again and again in Zango products because it is the flagship for our company. And the mangosteen has so many healing properties that we could just go on pages on that. The soluble fiber that you're getting in this fiber helps you to feel full, and it helps to slow down the processing of food so that you feel sated longer. And it also binds and carries out waste and toxins. And you know that our fat cells are where we store acids, and we store toxic environmental toxins. And when people lose weight, those are released into the system again. And if you don't have a way of moving it out of the body, you have people that get headaches and get grouchy and feel nauseous. And so what we're doing is helping move all of that out of the body as they begin releasing it so quickly with our program. And the insoluble fiber is just the body's scrub brush. It cleans out the colon. It keeps everything moving. It keeps us healthy. And there's so much attention on colon health these days, and this is directly addressing that. And this also helps to maintain healthy cholesterol levels and healthy blood glucose. So you can see it's a natural pairing with the cleansing and a natural pairing with the metabolism, which is helping to burn fat and all the other programs. So this is absolutely critical and essential, and it's just a natural part of it. And then we go back to the proteins, Ruth. So, talk about just how important this is to what we're doing in the program.
Okay, Joy, Dr. Joy, thank you so much on that. This is one of my favorite products. As an athlete, I use this a lot. And it comes in two forms. It comes in the whey and also in the vegan, and that's my personal favorite for those that are dairy intolerant. I like to use the protein mix in the mornings after my run with my daughter and before my resistance workout, increase the benefits of my workout. It has lower sodium content than I found in many of the other products that are on the market, and also uses stevia as a natural sweetener. And one serving has 13 grams of protein and only 100 calories. And my favorite way to use this is with half a banana. And then FAVAO's powder combines pea, rice, and chia proteins, and they're a great source of calcium, actually higher in calcium. Chia is higher in calcium than milk is. And other benefits from the amino acids, including leucine, valine, and isoleucine, to increase and stabilize the fat burn, and that's a fabulous benefit. So, Candy, I'm going to turn this back to you and let you talk about the metabolic.
Well, I love to talk about the metabolic because there are some really interesting trials here that I'm going to put up for you. Now, of course, we had a trial, an 8-week trial, and these are the results. The placebo group, the blue box, were people that were using all of the program except for the metabolic product. The metabolic product, of course, is the product that increases the fat burn, that is the top appetite suppressant, does so many important things. And this is the graph of waist circumference, inches lost around the waist. The placebo group that used the program, they lost inches because they had all advantage of all of the other products. But as you can see, when compared to the orange bar, which shows the people that had the mangosteen, Indian flower, and all of the wonderful things that are in the metabolic, you can see the huge difference. That metabolic product is just an integral part of the big weight loss. The next slide, of course, shows the reduction in body weight. Again, the same 8-week study, with the placebo group losing weight, of course, but compare what happened when they added the metabolic product. When you add the metabolic product to the mix, the weight loss is significantly more. And then, of course, the fat burning capacity, and this is where you really recognize what that metabolic product does, because that is the main product that revs up the metabolism. And you heard we went through the ingredients. It is not a caffeine stimulant type of metabolic boost, but it does so in a way that increases the fat burning and acts as a marvelous appetite suppressant, which is so really important. And, you know, I want to go through telling you about some other things that Ruth mentioned, the stevia. There is a separate product, the Zango FAVAO stevia. It is in the protein powder, but you can also order it separately, because so many people, as they're preparing their recipes, they want to use this, and this is the best type of artificial sweetener, of course. We really insist that they use the stevia. So what we have here is a proven lifestyle program. I've talked about the tools, the updates that are available on the FAVAO.com site. Once you order the product, you have a year's subscription to that site and access to all of the community support and the support team. This particular program was founded on science. Some parts of this program have actually been in research and trial for 5 years. And the proof, of course, of the success of the whole program is that it is absolutely, the proof is in the results. You've seen the pictures. We could honestly show you hundreds of before and after pictures, but I thought I would end those before and after when I showed you Scott with his 80-pound weight loss, because, as they say, the proof is in the pudding. Okay, what I want to do now is to have the doctors tell us a little bit more in terms of what this means to the healthcare professional. So, Joy, I think you're up now.
Candy, thank you so much. This is Dr. Joy. I just want to reiterate a couple of things you said on the metabolism product. One of the things that is also so powerful is the energy level people are experiencing. None of my patients that are using this have any decrease in energy. In fact, their energy is boosted and they feel happier and more confident with what they're doing. And stevia has been around for a long time, and a lot of stevia products have a real bad aftertaste. And this stevia is absolutely the best I've ever used. There is no aftertaste. It's just like the sweetening properties of a natural sugar without the detrimental side effects, so it's fabulous. And all of your healthcare professionals are going to be very interested in that as they work to make changes with their patients. And this, when you talk about this being turnkey, this is really fabulous for those of us, and I'm sure, you know, Ruth is going to share as well. The work has really been done for us, and we're very busy as doctors. We're committed to our practices and our patients, and we need a system that we can introduce and bring into the program and that has a mechanism for us to do that. And you'll see that there has been a professional guide developed and is available to help it be turnkey so that the work is really done for you. As doctors, one of the things that is critical with this is we reach about 7 to 12% of the population who are looking for chiropractic care. But there's 68 to 86% of the population that are seeking weight loss. And we can expand the reach of our practice by marketing to weight loss directly and bringing them into the practice and being able to introduce them to the benefits of our chiropractic care. And it's just a tremendous boost in that manner to increase our practice. Your benefits are not only for the new patients that you come in that you can then convert and introduce to chiropractic, But your old patients, the patients that you have, you can increase their health. You can increase the satisfaction with the care you're providing them. And as a result, they're going to be bringing in more direct referrals, so you can really work with your existing patient base so directly. And it's so powerful to integrate into your practice without increasing the doctor's workload. There are several different systems that we will be presenting in how the doctor can utilize this and introduce it and use his existing staff. And it's almost as if the doctor is inheriting a team to work with FAVAO, with the things that Candy was talking about for the online support, the guide that they have that they carry with them that gives them a day-by-day accounting for every single thing they're doing. And so your doctor can really determine the level of their hands-on participation in the program. And training is provided at no cost to you. It's really a win-win because you can be 100% involved, or you can step back and have us participate with you in that. And the increase in your income stream is like 4 different ways. You are getting new patients. You're introducing this to your existing patients, so they're increasing the revenue that they're bringing into your practice and extending out your referral base. And your residual income that comes from the reorders as they come not only from your patients, but from anyone that they're sharing the program with. So you really are seeing that in so many ways. Aren't you seeing the same thing, Ruth?
I certainly am, and seeing so much interest in this. We have banners in our window with a QR code directing the people to our website, and also put some A-frames out, and that has generated a lot of interest. And Saturdays, every 12 weeks, we have an information meeting and have product sample, and then we start the program. They have the patients order at that time, and then have weekly meetings on Wednesday. And it's been so helpful to have you, Dr. Joy, to rely on and to help me with, and you, Candy, as well. What a great team we have.
And that moves us right in. You just led us perfectly into the benefits of for the patients of this program, because it's not only for women, which are, so predominant in seeking out the help for their weight loss, but it's developed for men. Your recipe guides are specific to men and women. Your exercise routines are specific not only to men and women, but to the level of the person coming in, from the total sedentary person to an active athlete like you are, Ruth. And the patient has not only the meal guides and the menus and the recipes, but they have a shopping list. Not only do they have a shopping list, they're told not only how to prepare it, but what kind of storage containers they need so they can have it prepared a week ahead. They have meals that are repeated once every week. You have a meal repeated every day so that they can really, my patients have loved that, because it makes it so simple. And that whole idea of eating every 2 hours and setting your phone as an alarm to bring them up to, it's time to eat, because the time passes so quickly. I'm sure you're seeing the same thing, Ruth, with your patients.
Yes, and that phone app for the iPhone is fabulous. It has the reminders, like you said. It has their shopping list on it. It has recipes on it. It even has a motivational quote on it daily. It's a fantastic tool.
And so that, Candy, we're going to have you jump right back in here, because there's even more patient benefits that you can line out for us here.
Well, there really is. And one of the things that we anticipated and that we've seen and people have reported is that they are experiencing a significant reduction in their grocery costs. For one thing, they are absolutely not eating any expensive, prepackaged, nutrient deficit foods that they would have been purchasing likely in the past. You know, all of those things that are up at the front of the checkout counter, they are not on the meal plan, believe me. So those are the high-cost foods. It's funny, you know, it's really true that the foods with less nutrition, less benefit to the body, cost more. And so people are not only eating better, but they're seeing a reduction in their grocery costs, and they're encouraged, I think Joy mentioned this, to buy local, fresh produce. And that makes such a difference in their grocery costs, of course, and as well their health. And with Zango, we have a guaranteed 30-day full money-back guarantee if they're not satisfied with their progress. But, you know, people that are on this plan, they realize weight loss week 1. And the estimate that it would be 2 to 3 pounds is true for some, but for many, they're losing a lot more than that. So within a week, they're going to be very, very satisfied with their results. They're going to be energetic. They're going to feel good. They're going to feel satisfied, and they will continue with the program. Other ways that they're actually receiving a better bang for their buck is that there's really no need for any gym membership, fitness trainers, nutritionists, all of that type of advice and counsel is provided by the support team. And it's also very well laid out in the guide that everyone that orders product gets, that everyone that goes on the program. So they're saving money there. But there's even an added advantage where we have a referral program, and this is exciting because once they start seeing results, what's going to happen is people are going to say, my gosh, what are you doing? And this is, of course, an opportunity for them to tell them about the program. And when they refer that person in to order the FAVAO program, well, the person that did the referring, they can receive up to a 40% discount on future product orders as they are going through a 10, 12-week program, whatever it takes for them to achieve their goal weight. So the benefits just keep on going. And now I'm going to bring back Dr. Joy to begin talking about the benefits to the practice as a whole. She's already talked about some of this, but Joy and Ruth, what would you like to add here?
Well, this is an important point to me because I think that looking again at how you can involve yourself and the level of comfort that you have in working the business, you can be fully involved, you can be partially involved, you can do support calls, you can hold meetings in the office, you can do your own personal webinars like we're doing now, and your staff is a absolutely perfect example of how you can work this because both of my staff members are on fabulous results.
Oh, no.
And
got some background noise there.
I can hear some background. And so they are so enthusiastic that every patient that comes in is seeing their results, talking to them, and they're becoming a support system with that. And in my practice, I'm doing every Tuesday night, I have the FAVAO Challenge.
Joy, are you still there?
I'm still there.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
I'm here as well. I don't know if you can hear me or not.
I hear you fine, Ruth, so I'm not sure where that's coming from. But go forward, you guys.
So in my
I'm sorry, this is Collie, just to interrupt for a second. There's one of the speakers who's unmuted. Maybe it's the other doc. I don't know if there's anyone else on the speaker code, but speakers, just make sure you mute your individual phone lines when you're not speaking. And Dr. Joy, since I interrupted, I've had some people say it's difficult to hear your volume. So if you have any way to speak a little closer, get a little bit, whatever you could do there, everybody'd appreciate it. Thank you.
I hope that that's better. I've got my mouth directly over the speaker. So, so anyway, what I am doing is the weekly meetings, and it provides the support for the people in the office, and I'm going to be hooking up Skype for the people that are participating with us that aren't in the office. So it really is something that you can be doing any way that you want and to the level of your comfort and what's exciting for you.
And Joy, you've talked about the benefits to the practice. Why don't you continue talking about the practitioner's role? You've mentioned that that it could be minor or it could be weekly accountability like you're doing. So would you like to add any about what the practitioner's role could be in the FAVAO program?
Well, a lot of the chiropractors are extremely busy, so that they may not feel they could do as much hands-on as some of the other doctors. And you can really have your staff trained to do this, and you have available those of us that are working with it to help you with training. There is a training guide that makes it step by step. And so you can train your staff to do the ongoing weekly support if you want. You can set up as a doctor a phone call that is a conference call where you can give tips and the information that is personal to you, because we all have personal beliefs about health and regulating that health. And the level is just from the most minimal to the 100% involved, being directly up there with your meetings, doing webinars, hosting things yourself, and bringing your patients in to help you. I have 3 patients now that have had over 33 pounds of weight loss, and they're starting to give their phone numbers out for people and being support in that capacity as well. So your patients become a dynamic part of what is happening in the office. So you really can have you do it, your staff does it, your patients become active participants. It's just limitless in terms of how you can develop it, and we have a fantastic guide that Candy and I have worked on to make it step-by-step, turnkey, and easy to do. And there's audio cassettes that have been fabulous in my office. I give them out to all my patients that are interested, and it is almost a one-for-one. Listen to the cassette. I mean, I'm dating myself. Listen to the CD and get started with the product. And what about you, Ruth?
I found that as well, Joy, and it is a great benefit.
What I'm going to do now is thank our doctors so much for their experience, for their passion for this FAVAO program, and for sharing how it's working for them in their practice. And I'm going to talk about some next steps. But Ruth and Joy, both of you, thank you so much for your time. I know you're busy, but it was important that you share what is happening in practice. Those of us that know the program well but don't have it kind of happening in front of us with patients like you do, it's a whole different story when it comes from you. So the next step would be for those of you that are listening and that want more information to get back to the person who invited you on the webinar. And we're going to go over some training tools in a little bit, and you can request these training tools to expand your practice or to introduce any potential FAVAO user. Just like Joy was talking about, the CD, finally FAVAO, introduces it to the patient. And then for the healthcare professional themselves, the healthcare practitioner guide gives them a step-by-step implementation manual. And in that also, this is a 50-page manual that includes all of the products, the ingredients, the detail, the nutritional detail, product Q&A, and a whole lot more. Basically, everything there to introduce your patient or to introduce the doctor to the whole FAVAO system. So you see the CD on the left, and the HealthCare Practitioner's Guide, the cover page, on the right. And again, the person that got you on the webinar can help you with that. And it's also important to know that we have a bunch of great videos that can be sent embedded in an email that are just now becoming available that will also be a way that you can introduce people to this program through great videos, videos with the people that you've seen in the before and after pictures, telling their story, videos that tell the whole weight loss issue from the beginning, the reasons behind that fact that 70% of the population is overweight. So there are many tools that you can request from the person that got you onto this webinar. And I want to close by thanking you very much for your interest in the FAVAO program. And your FAVAO consultant is ready to answer all your questions. And we're so excited about this program. We think it has absolutely revolutionized the whole weight loss issue. Finally, FAVAO, finally a program for safe, healthy, sustained weight loss. And I'm going to sign off now. Thank you so much for listening again to Dr. Joy and to Dr. Ruth. Many thanks. What you added to this program was absolutely invaluable. Thanks again, everyone.